water. Guys, let's get started. Today's a special day. Let's do this. A lot of people look at me today and they say, Eric, you're traveling around the world. You're speaking, inspiring millions of people all around the world. But let me tell you something, it's not always been this way. I'm only joking, guys. Today is speaker day one of Speaker Mastery. We have our lead trainer. Where are you, superstar? Come here.
Aloha!
We got Harriet over there. I don't know if you can see, a warrior. So she's going to be facilitating. Going to be facilitating this weekend private training for these guys here. And along the way, I want to vlog along the way and actually share with you guys a few of the tools, a few of the strategies. If you want to make an impact in this world, how to actually communicate effectively, how to get on the global platforms, and also how to actually monetize your passion and your purpose. Anyway, let's get on with it.
Money. So you're in charge of AV today, eh?
Yep,
Do you have your playlist ready?
ready as always. Gonna play some banging tunes.
Okay, so the people are coming in right now. My turn to exit. Introvert Eric needs to disappear. Not really. It's very powdery. Guys, I want to share with you a little thing about this thing. Speaker mastery. You know, I was when I was growing up, I was a shy boy. Like literally, couldn't even speak. Couldn't even raise my hand without my face going red. A lot of people look at me today and they're like, "Wow, you're like a natural. You have you always done this? You know, you were born to speak." And I know I wasn't, but other people don't believe it because now it looks like a natural. But that's where I have this saying which I say, master the form and flow with the formless. What does that mean? It means that a lot of the time when we practice something and we keep continuously practicing something, we start mastering what we're not good at, and that uncomfortable becomes comfortable. Once the uncomfortable becomes comfortable, then we are able just to flow with it and flow with the universal energies because we've learned that new skill. What I'm saying here is, I don't care how confident or not confident you are, every single one of you have the potential to really shine out there without fear, without doubt. And I guess along today, you're gonna learn a few tricks and tools here and there to take your journey to the next level. So we're actually doing a surprise right now.
Chocolate cake.
You guys actually should have seen it. We actually already did a surprise yesterday. Maybe actually, let's rewind. So I thought I wasn't speaking today, but Harriet told me to go up for an hour to inspire them. So here it goes. I'm gonna give you guys a sneak peek.
Guys, please make a lot of noise and welcome the incredible Master Eric.
Thank you. Take your seats, please. Take your seats. Thank you. I just want to start off by sharing with you how I feel about the action, about the risk, about the courage that you guys have just even being here. I believe it takes a lot to say you want to embark upon a speaker journey and or dare even say an influencer journey to impact the world, make a difference to other people's lives. And I remember when I first sat in a room, really, really scared, like seriously, seriously scared, and watching another speaker speak. And the exact words, which I'm just going to pass it on now, was, why fit in if you were born to stand out? And my answer to that in my mind was, well, because I'm shit scared of standing out, that's why. And then as he continued, the second part, he said, every single one of you within this crowd right now, you have a message within you. And what my voice inside said, what message? Text message? Facebook message? I ain't got a message, you know. I know how to cook a noodle, and that's about it, you know. But for some reason, sometimes in life, and I'm sure you will all be able to agree with this, is sometimes we have this, what we can call intuition. We have this gut feeling. We have this God feeling. We have this thing that just pulls us towards a direction sometimes, and we don't know why it is. And I believe in this room, we have different people at different levels, right? Some of you may be already more comfortable in speaking. And some of you in this room may be really scared still of speaking. But I remember one thing that my dad shared with me when I was young. There's this Chinese saying, and basically the meaning behind it is that when it comes to learning, there's no advanced, there's nobody ahead and nobody behind. But at the end of the day, the question is who gets to that destination, that purpose first. And it's very interesting because just like you guys, I decided for whatever reason, I said yes to a speaker training. And instead of what you guys are doing, because I was in a room with 600 people, so I never, throughout that 5-day event, I never even got to speak. I was taking notes about speaking. And even taking notes about speaking, I thought, wow, I can really see how I'm going to be kick-ass at this thing right now. So I went through the whole program. And after the program, then I do my first gig. My first gig was a 2-day event that I put up because for some reason I thought that easy, get people to an event, put a 2-day gig together. And then what actually happened was I booked out a 400 people room and I had about 15 to 20 people arrive. So imagine this amount of people in a 400 people room. It's a very interesting scene. I had rehearsed those 2 days. I had rehearsed word for word. Word for word. I know the words today still. I say the Eurozone crisis, plummeting exports, and universal austerity measures are bringing down the pound dramatically against other currencies. Right? I don't know what that means, but somebody else wrote it because I thought my English is too bad. I'm dyslexic. How am I going to do this? So I got somebody who is an English writer to write it for me. I learned 2 days, word for word, and I went up there to perform the word for word for 2 days. The result of that, I lost £40,000 as an investment for that. But it was good because at the end of it, I got some nice Facebook photos. Good for branding. But I wanted to come up here and share that with you, first of all, is because it was interesting. I had a very good friend of mine who was a very, very, very confident speaker at the time. And I remember every time we both speak and we come off stage, everyone will be like, they'll come up to me, very, very happy. They'll come up and I'll be like, yeah, you know, gonna give me some good feedback. You know, they come up to me and they say, Tommy's really confident, isn't he? I'm like, uh-huh. Says, yeah, I think he's like a natural, right? I'll be like, but I just finished speaking, you know? Is it any, that's it? And that was it. But the interesting thing was this, and back to the saying that I said before, that Chinese saying, what actually happened was, because I find that sometimes people with talent because they know they can just rock up and just ace it. Sometimes the work ethic is not exactly the same as somebody without talent, but depends how you look at it. For me, I always think, okay, I don't believe I was born with all the skills. I don't believe I was born confident. I don't believe I was born with all these strategies and psychology and everything. But what I do know is that if I decide that I'm gonna go in on something, I'm either gonna go big or I'm gonna go home. And that's what I decided with this speaking journey. I said, I'm here to make a difference. I'm here to make an impact. So while other people were sleeping, I was rehearsing. Every day, I would be rehearsing. I'll be me and my sofa. I'll be speaking to the sofa and the cushions. Every day, I'll be speaking. Same thing over and over and over again. And do you know what? Today, people say to me, they say, Eric, wow, when you're on stage, you're like a natural. You were born to speak. I was like, okay. Whatever. Because I know the journey that I went through. And I'm sharing that with you because I want you guys to know what you've decided to embark upon is a hell of a journey. But you got to come to that decision when it comes to this speaker journey. Right? There's this saying, I believe, in Spider-Man where they say with great power comes great responsibility. When you put yourself in front of people, you need to understand each word, how people take it, and how people make decisions on your word. There's a lot of positive, there's a lot of negative. And the real question to you guys is, do you have the courage to really step into this and step in and go big? If you do, it pays huge, huge, huge rewards. You know, but it's not one of those things that you can just go in half-heartedly. So I finally managed to grab a few minutes of Harriet's time to be able to share with you something, because right now obviously she's running a program, very intensive program. Share with you 3 secrets in terms of how to have more confidence and better at communication. What is the secret behind it all? Because I was a shy boy from school, and there may be some people out there who can do with more confidence. So what we're going to do, we're going to give her 1 minute. Give me 1 minute, yeah? 1 minute, not 3 days, yeah? 1 minute, and hit it.
Okay, there's a lot of things, but to give you 3 really valuable things in just 1 minute, first of all, find somebody that has got that confidence and that communication skill that you can go and learn from. Number 2, understand that one of the biggest fears is a fear of judgment, and it will always be there. There's going to be people that like you, love you, and people that don't. That's natural, that's normal. And last but not least,
got the full minute for this one.
Oh, beautiful.
The last but not least.
Then in that case, I will relax and take my time. I've never had to do something in 1 minute before. I like to give a lot.
So what's the last key?
Lastly, is to be able to take yourself out of context. For your biggest growth, for your biggest breakthroughs, immerse yourself in a process. Take yourself out of context with a like-minded group of individuals that want to grow their confidence, their communication, or whatever area it is that you want to grow in, and immerse yourself in that process.
You did well. You have 3 seconds left.
I love you all.
Nice, awesome. Okay guys, so that's it from today's vlog. Just you guys all enjoyed it. If you enjoyed it, please do hit the thumbs up. If you got inspired or just even entertained at parts, just hit the thumbs up, hit the like button. Also, if you're not already, make sure to follow Harriet. She has a YouTube channel. She keeps it updated every single day as well. So yeah, keep inspired. You can never have enough coaches and mentors to keep you aligned. So I'm going to put the link in the first link in the description. Make sure to follow her. Make sure if you enjoyed this video, give it a share as well. Comment below. Let us know where you guys are tuned in from. And finally, if you're new to this channel, remember to hit that subscribe button and the notifications button next to it, because this year I'm dedicated, well, we're both dedicated, to making daily videos to hold you accountable to make it your best year yet. But for now, guys,
ciao!